What does shared mean in government? Well, it means that there are multiple agencies or departments or programs within one large department accessing a common set of services. There's two nuances to the shared service, or probably more than two, but for the sake of simplicity. One is where you have a central agency that delivers services to other agencies and they own the governance, so the decision rights on the IT budget, on the investment roadmaps, on the service portfolio, what's in, what's out. And you have a pure shared model where actually there is a joint governance. So the user agencies have a way to influence the decision making of the shared service provider. So let's make it a little bit more practical. If you have the Office of the Government CIO delivering, I don't know, desktop services or financial management application to the other departments in Hong Kong, if the Office of the Government CIO retains all the decision and all the governance, that would be centralization. If they set up advisory groups and strategic committees to share the governance with the departments using the service, that is a pure shared service. I think there are discussions going on. The only government agency that I'm aware of that has used cloud computing is Ministry of Trade in Japan. They have used actually public cloud service for an initiative they launched last year. They had to set up some portal for citizen service, and they decided to use the public cloud providers. In terms of private cloud, so more of a shared service via cloud computing in government, probably at this point in time the most advanced initiative is IDA strategy in Singapore for creating a grid in partnership with some of the large IT vendors to enable the delivery of cloud-based services where IDA acts as a broker of a series of services and provides some of the services internally through their data centers to other departments in Singapore and potentially to other government agencies that are interested to buy those services outside of the Singapore boundaries. So, I've had some discussions in the last couple of days. I've been in Kuala Lumpur and here in Hong Kong, and certainly the cloud is very topical. But I would not say there are clear plans set in stone about what is going to happen in the next 3 to 5 years. But certainly everyone is considering it. At the end of the day, if you set up a private cloud, it is a shared service just delivered in a different way. So they will have to solve and increase the maturity, solve those challenges around the shared governance aspect of it. There are some technical challenges to be solved. The level of skills around visualization, around balancing workloads in a multi-tenant architecture, about re-architecting software and applications to enable those to run on a multi-tenant cloud delivery model. So some technical aspects that still need to be solved, but probably with the help of vendors, those are not the major issue. Then there's the third area that everyone talks about, of course. It's security and privacy and location of the data. I cannot run my cloud in the US because of the Patriot Act. The FBI will seize my data, and what will happen with sensitive information about my citizens and so forth and so on. It is a real concern, of course, and it has ramification in terms of the reliability of the service, the latency of the service, and so forth and so on. But it will be more a matter of prioritizing. So again, it's not either internal on-premise fully controlled for everything or cloud for everything. So there will be a prioritization, there will be a roadmap going forward where they will have or can transition to public cloud, things like websites, information that is public already. So if you have, I don't know, information on a new grant program or information on the local weather provided by the government weather office, that can be on the cloud anyway, because it's not at risk of losing data, or if the service is disrupted, it's not life-threatening like information on the police department could be. And there will be other workloads that will remain within the boundary of a government agency or move to a government-controlled private cloud. So it's a matter of prioritizing, looking at the portfolio of services and application, and looking what can go to the cloud now, what will be able to be transitioned to the cloud in 5 years. One aspect that sometimes takes second priority, it's the portability of the data. So adding cloud services doesn't solve the issue of porting data or interfacing with other applications. It actually explodes the problem because you add more silos to some extent. So that is another aspect beyond security and privacy that governments will have to consider.